Well, now we quickly move on to another interesting session, which is a demo on HyperVerge on DeepFake. As you all know, AI-powered fraud detection is essential in today's digital landscape. Deepfake technology poses new challenges, and HyperVerge is developing solutions to combat these threats. This session will showcase how AI is used to detect and prevent fraud, ensuring a secure digital finance ecosystem. Here to demonstrate this cutting-edge technology, we have Mr. Dembani, Head of Product Digital Identity, to kindly come up and present his presentation here. So let's welcome him here on stage, ladies and gentlemen. We have Mr. Dembani. Welcome. Mic. Give another mic. Mic.
Check. This is fine. Thanks. Very good afternoon to all of you. I've been strictly given 20 minutes, so I'll keep our presentation very focused and to the point. First of all, in today's age, especially, when it comes to the rapid development which is happening in the field of AI, right? Every one or the other day, there's no day which is being passed by without talking about AI. So AI is one thing, which is, evolving as we speak. The other element which is constant in the Indian fintech ecosystem, or in the global fintech ecosystem, is fraud. Now, today's presentation, which I am going to talk about, is at the intersection of fraud and AI. Now, you must be thinking, why HyperVerge is talking about fraud and AI? What gives us a right to talk about that? Just to give you a context, if you are new to HyperVerge or don't know much about it, HyperVerge is one of the largest RegTech players globally. We have processed close to 1 billion KYCs. Just sink that number in. We're talking about 1 billion plus KYCs, that is digital identity of the individuals across the globe. That is like more than half of the Indian population. And to put to put that in perspective, every seventh individual, right, is being KYC'd one by HyperVerge. If you have to put that number in the perspective. Now, and that gives us a right to talk about and share our knowledge on this dais about fraud and AI and the deepfakes. Before we start off with the serious subject, we are in Bharat Fintech Summit, which is happening in Mumbai. So you are in Bharat, you are in Mumbai, and how can you not talk about Bollywood? And when you are talking about Bollywood, how can you miss the only one, the King Khan? So presenting you affordable version of Shah Rukh Khan.
मेरे आने से पहले तुम्हें हमेशा कैसे पता चल जाता?
Yeah, deepfakes can be fun, and I always wanted to. At some point in time, I was thinking about joining Bollywood, but my colleague Karthik, made that dream come true here on the stage itself. So now you have seen the affordable version of Shah Rukh Khan. I have a quick audience poll here. Which one of these images, right, A, B, C, which we are showing on the screen, you believe is a deepfake, right? Option A, please raise your hands and tell me how many of you think is a deepfake. Okay. 5. How many of you think B is a deepfake? 6. How many of you think C is a deepfake? Good. Just take a pleasure in the fact that you all are right. All of these images are indeed a deepfake. The original image is this. Now, you can think, right? So in the age of AI, seeing is not believing, right? That's we can safely conclude here. Next slide. Every image is a phony image. This is an original image. Next. Now, we are going to do a live demo. So as we said, right, at the beginning, we work across the globe, and we see different types of frauds when it comes to the identity of the individual, how it gets morphed. Now my colleague Karthik is going to generate the image, a deepfake image. This is Karthik's image, and this is my. Now we are generating a deepfake, right? So when you have to deal with fraudster, you have to think and act like one so that you can understand how their mind process. Deepfake tools these days are very accessible. Back in the day, creating a deepfake was slightly difficult. You have to use multiple images to arrive at one common images. That is diffusion models I am referring to. To put it simply, what we are seeing with the evolution of the technology, you don't need multiple images. There is one app, you can create that, or they're freely available. You can use one image of the individual, and deepfake would be generated. So now you can see, this is Karthik's image, and he has superimposed on mine. This is my image, and I have superimposed on Karthik. So, you see, generating deepfakes is now very easily accessible to everyone. And we are talking about the individual identity. I'll keep on talking about, harping this point about individual identity, but imagine the reason is because the only thing that is your identity, right? And if that is also being taken away, you can, what is going to happen then? In terms of the financial losses, what we are talking about, this is the data which has been quoted by Deloitte. These are the projected fraud losses in the US alone by 2027 due to Gen AI-led acceleration in deepfakes and the other fraud types. All the AI-related frauds, $27 billion. Now, this is a bit of dated data from last 2 months. I'm sure the projected numbers have gone up. Now, in Indian ecosystem also, Mr. Nitin Kamath has talked about how deepfakes are posing a major challenge to the BFSI segment in India. And most of the fintech leaders are coming on board. They're talking about how deepfakes are destroying the very fabric of trust. And all these videos where they are talking about how deepfake AI is impacting, these videos end with a statement that the video itself has been made by the deepfake. So, where is the reality, right? It's a fraudster are bending the very version of the reality. They're just not, doing deepfakes. They're bending the reality. Next. So now this is one of the famous incident where, it was earlier believed that, if you have got image on image, or if you're using some sort of a text, it's not easier to do a deepfake. This incident, which was very viral, at some point in time, showed that deepfakes are a threat to KYC verification. So now all of you who have onboarded yourself to the various KYC platforms, you must have used your photo ID, PAN card upfront. You can see that this was a deepfake incident. Move on to the next. So now we are going to do a quick live demo, and my colleague Karthik will start off with the demo. We are going to project the image live, and since this is a live demo, we hope, it's being said about the live demos, right? They work fine until someone is watching it. So please bear with us, and may the gods of Wi-Fi and internet be with us. What do you, Karthik?
Mic check. Okay. So until now, we have been explaining about what are deepfakes and how easy it is to generate them, right? So let's look at how these come into play during onboarding and how fraudsters could make use of the vulnerabilities that are present in different onboarding systems, right? So I have an application here that does a regular KYC process where we capture a selfie and do a face match. So let's talk about a happy scenario where a good customer is applying for a loan and they're going through a KYC process. So we capture the selfie.
Here, Karthik is doing a liveness check. The green circle indicates that he has captured the images. The image of liveness is successful.
Yeah. I have my PAN card. I'll go ahead capturing my ID card. And as KYC systems are expected to perform, the face match has successfully identified that the selfie that I took and the photo that is present in the document are matching. And yeah, so the next steps happen after this.
Yeah, so this is a happy path, right? A simple man comes, give their ID, they're using their own ID, doing their own KYC, it's a happy path. So it gets passed. Next.
Okay, so let's say there is an unskilled fraudster, let's say. So I'm going to get access to Jay's ID card somehow.
Can I share my
thank
ID
you.
card?
So now what I'm going to do is, I do not have a lot of sophistication if I want to do fraud. So I'm going to do the same step again, capture my selfie. As usual, the liveness is expected to be successful. But instead of using my ID card, I'm trying to onboard Jay by using his ID card.
So he's new to the school of fraud, and then he's just trying another simple path. This is my ID.
Yeah, for the context, we have, for the scope of this demo, we have just kept it to open to any ID cards. So if you see what has happened here, as a KYC system is expected to work again, the face match should fail, and here you could see that the face match has failed.
Next.
Okay, now let's say there is a very highly sophisticated fraudster, and with the evolution of the deepfakes and the quality of deepfakes that we have just seen a while ago while Jay was explaining, let's say I have an application that is able to somehow spoof this camera feed and inject an image present in the gallery. So what I do is, earlier we had generated a deepfake of me and Jay. So I'm going to go ahead, but instead of capturing my preview, I'm going to be selecting an image on the gallery. And this is the image that we just generated a while ago.
No, he's using a fake camera here.
Yeah, so it looks as if I'm capturing my preview, but what happens in the backend is this application spoofs the hardware and it injects the image that is present on the gallery that I just selected. So liveness is successful on the deepfake image because there were no deepfake checks running in the backend.
And in the world of identity, we call these kind of frauds as image injection, right? Where we are using the fake cameras to superimpose the identity of an individual.
Yeah, and since the deepfake looks similar to Jay, let's see what happens with the ID card. So I no longer require the deepfake. And face match has passed.
No, he has got the access to my ID, right? You just saw that he has injected my image without me being present in the person. He has just he has gotten access to my ID, and the face match in the liveness result is passed, KYC done. So, you can imagine the level of fraud that can happen with our identities just at the click of a button.
Got it. But what if we have a deepfake check running in the backend, right? And this is the deepfake check that HyperVerge has built custom in-house models that are running. So when I enable deepfake safe, the deepfake check models are enabled in the backend. So now what I do is I again go ahead, try to capture the selfie. I select the deepfake image that was created. And you get response deepfake detected.
Now, so as I said, even though the world is making rapid strides in the age of AI and doing a lot of frauds, at the same time, we have got a lot of players in the ecosystem, including us, who are constantly working day in, day out to ensure that how to keep the fraudsters at bay. With with our deepfake detector, right, you don't have to go on to the second stage itself. As soon as the deepfake image is uploaded into your onboarding flow or injected, there and then itself, it will not proceed forward with the onboarding because deepfake has been detected. So I hope, the initial scene was a bit scary when you saw that, one of the identities are being taken and, your identity can be spoofed. Rest assured, HyperVerge is there to protect the identities of every Indian citizen, and we can prevent the fraud. So, as I said, there are a lot of use cases which HyperVerge is working on. We are a deep tech company. Please come to our booth and just what are the various use cases around the AI or fraud. We can help you in solving those problems. That's all about HyperVerge Deepfake Safe. Thanks, everyone. If you have time, I can take questions, or we can just connect offline. We can just connect offline. And I just want to do a small plug here. Today we did a masterclass on DPDPA, where we have talked and shared our playbook around consent management. So if you are thinking through about the implications of the DPDPA on your customer onboarding journeys, you are thinking how it is going to pan out, we are more than happy to share our learnings and share our understanding with you. Thanks a lot. That's our time. Thank you.
I could have taken one question.